Join the Union Pacific and build west from Omaha, Nebraska to Promontory, Utah. Omaha, Nebraska, a frontier boomtown whose fortunes are on the rise thanks to the railroad. Utah, over 1,000 miles from Omaha along the California Emigrant Trail. Let's just say it's not exactly clear how the Native Americans feel about iron horses galloping across their land. The route is long, but it's mostly flat. To Omaha, let's go! Welcome to Engine HQ. I'm Jack. Got my steam-powered map. Got my train of thought journal to keep track of all the money I make. Got everything I need, except the golden spike.
Not so fast, Jack. We may never win the golden spike. Haven't you seen the paper?
Golden spike stolen!
A mastermind has stolen the golden spike and has hatched a plot to sabotage our railroad. The mastermind has hired 6 of the meanest outlaws in the West to do his dirty work. I'll work on solving the mystery of the golden spike.
And I better start building this railroad. Dream Team? We've hired 3 of the wiliest Wild West heroes to help us out.
My name's Jane, Calamity Jane.
I'm Mountain Man James Beckworth. Call me Tomahawk.
And I'm Wild Bill Hickok, the Prince of the Pistoliers.
Now, let's get building.
I'll be in here if you need me.
My steam-powered map works with spectral light filtered in from outside. Manometers, chronometers, receptor lenses, and, well, who cares? It works. From here, I do all the planning engineering for the railroad. We're building from Omaha, Nebraska on the right to Promontory Point, Utah in the middle. To bail on this awesome responsibility, click the exit arrow. If you're puzzled, use the question mark. Here's your train of thought journal. Keeps track of the money you earn, your ranking, and a whole lot more. If you want to see how the competition is doing, click on the milestones on the other side of the map. I'm back here, don't forget. Turn around by clicking on the side of the screen. Ready to build from Omaha to Columbus? Bad for them, good for us. The Central Pacific have to deal with mountains straight out of the gate. Those Sierra Nevadas are murder. All set. Start building from Omaha. And build all the way to Columbus. That's 90 miles across flat land. Now the government grants us $16,000 per mile along flat land. That makes the grand total we can spend without going bankrupt $1,440,000. All right, let's get building. If you want to interrupt me, just hit the escape key. If you want to stop and go back to Engine HQ, click on the exit button. If you want help, click on the help button. If you want to lay down tracks, bridges, or tunnels, click down here. If you want to backtrack and undo what you did, click on the X. Remember, we want to finish up with as much money as possible. Keep watching that money meter. And whatever you do, don't go bankrupt or we'll have to start this building mission over again from Omaha. Omaha to Columbus. Your mission? Make peace with the Pawnee, who are feared by westbound pioneer settlers. I wonder if the settlers' fears are justified. Sarah and the Dream Team are out in the field surveying the best route. Maybe they can help. To plan your best route, click on the highlighted sections of the map. Click on Sarah's camera to see a picture she just took. You can also click on the Dream Team for advice. That's what they're there for. Click on the word Pawnee for more information. To close this window, click on the arrow.
If you talk to a Pawnee scout, he'll tell you that the U.S. government has treated them much worse than the Sioux or Apache. Their word can't be trusted. I'm not sure if that's true, but it's something to think about.
Some say the Pawnee got their name from the Sioux word for feather because of the bright feathers they like to wear.
There were about 10,000 Pawnee in this area not too long ago. That's all changing now that settlers from the east are coming west. Heck, think the railroad's gonna help the Pawnee?
The Pawnee are usually friendly. They have lived and farmed in this region for hundreds of years. Pawnee scouts often help the U.S. Army fight against other native people in the area.
Settlers in this area are killing massive numbers of buffalo. That's what I call a massacre. This is a big problem since the Pawnee depend on buffalo for food and shelter.
Pioneer Campsite. This old campsite was probably used by westbound wagon trains. Pioneers sometimes hid valuable things underneath campfires. After all, who would think to look there?
There's a broken wagon wheel and a burned-out campfire here.
Campsites like this one were common sights in this area in the days of fur trading. If you come across one, look around. You may find something of value left behind.
There are ponies here without horseshoes, but no one is around. They could be wild horses. They say if you find cattle without brands, you're allowed to take them. I wonder if the same holds true for horses without shoes.
Wild ponies have run in these parts since the first Spanish explorers in the 1500s.
North Hills. These hills are steep and grassy. It'll take some blasting to create a level road for the rails. Hills like these are rounded because of erosion. These hills are covered in grass and should be easy to cross.
Ever notice that hills are rounder than mountains? Why do you think that is?
The river is narrow and there is evidence of erosion along the banks. To get bridge info, click on the pictures. To pick a bridge, click on the check marks. Erosion is a wearing away of land caused by forces such as water or wind.
The Elkhorn River isn't wide, but with all this erosion, it could be tricky to build here.
There's nothing like a good, strong wood trestle bridge. Building starts in Omaha in the Nebraska Territory on December 2nd, 1863. Omaha is the eastern starting point of the Transcontinental Railroad. Congress put President Lincoln in charge of picking the starting point of the railroad. He chose Omaha. Click on the Dream Team and they'll tell you more. Some say Nebraska will one day be a state. Currently, it's a territory of the United States. Good luck, Nebraska. Hope you make it to statehood. Building start. Omaha is the biggest city in Nebraska. The population is 1,500. It was originally settled by a ferry company that operated between Iowa and the new Nebraska Territory in 1854.
Been walking around town. City's full of gold seekers and men who are trying to avoid being drafted into the Civil War.
We call it the Pacific Railroad because it's the first railroad destined to connect the Pacific Ocean with the Atlantic Ocean. President Lincoln located the eastern starting point of the first transcontinental railroad here in Omaha in December 1863. Omaha is boomtown. There are saloons, heck, even a butcher shop. This place is up and coming.
The river is narrow and there is evidence there's nothing like a good, strong wood trestle bridge. Locusts invade the area in huge black clouds. There are so many of them that the rails are too slick to run trains on. You lose $10,000.
Bugs! I got a bug in my hair! Get it off! Get it off!
Locusts are grasshoppers that travel in huge swarms, stripping vegetation from the land and making the tracks too slippery to run trains on. Mysterious Hill. This hill is so perfectly round, it may have been created by pioneers who were trying to hide treasure. Decide what to do. Click on Wild Bill or Calamity for more information. Decide what to do by clicking on the check mark. Sometimes pioneers hid riches in areas that were distinct so that they could find the loot again. On the route westward, the pioneers sometimes hid heavy valuables with the intention of coming back someday to get them.
Let's dig. If there's no treasure in that hill, I'll eat my hat.
Digging up old hills just seems like a fool idea to me.
The hill turns out to be a Pawnee burial mound. It was good not to disturb it. The Pawnee often buried their dead under burial mounds. They wouldn't have liked it if we had dug one up.
I knew it was a burial mound all along. I was just fooling around.
A burial mound is the traditional place for the Pawnee to bury their dead. Sand. The land is sandy along the banks of Shell Creek.
Quicksand in these parts? I doubt it. I say we build here since it's on the way.
Sand results from rock breaking up into small, fine pieces. Sand can become quicksand in watery areas. Quicksand is deep, loose sand that is mixed with water. Shell Creek is narrow here, and its banks are firm. Another nearby creek is called Rawhide Creek. It got its name when a man was skinned alive there. Rawhide. A creek is a stream of water that is smaller than a river. Creeks are often tributaries to rivers, meaning they connect with rivers. Locals say that this Pawnee toll bridge is the best place to cross Shell Creek. The Pawnee know this area well. I reckon the locals are right about their toll bridge. The Pawnee have lived. Locals say
Pawnee are a hunting and farming tribe who have lived in the area for hundreds of years.
grasslands. This area is flat and easy to build on. There are herds of elk nearby that will make for good hunting. Building a railroad on grassland is as easy as falling off a log. And I'm pretty good at falling off logs. Elk are a kind of large deer that are mean and sometimes charge. They are an important food source for the nearby Pawnee.
I'm not talking right now. Calamity Jane and I are having a fight.
If you want to build through grasslands like this, all you have to do is pull a few weeds and lay down a track. Even Wild Bill could handle a job like that. Elk are big, but they don't always have much sense. Don't go getting too close to one.
Pawnee Toll Bridge. The Pawnee are friendly and allow use of their toll bridge. You save $10,000. That's a fine deal. I reckon it was a good thing we didn't bother the Pawnee when we were building. The wolf population here is very dense. Since they destroy livestock, the local settlers will pay you to hunt them. What do you want to do? Wolves are large predatory animals that live and hunt in packs and resemble dogs.
You'd have to be plumb crazy to build in the middle of a pack of wolves. They could attack the men. Wolves don't make good eating, but they are pests for farmers who raise animals.
Wild Bill Hickok's not afeard of no wolves. Let's go hunting.
Your workers hunt 500 wolves. Build to the homesteads if you want to collect the bounty. Let me just say, wolves don't make good eating.
Bang, bang! $5 a wolf? Give me my rifle and I'll make us rich.
German homestead. Germans living in this homestead offer a bounty on wolves. For every wolf your workers hunted, you get $5. Collect $2,500. That's because we hunted 500 wolves. See? I can do math. American railroads sent agents to Germany and Europe to bring workers to the United States. It worked. The Germans came by the thousands. German homestead. Homesteads were land that settlers could come to own by staking a claim and farming the land.
In the plains, there are few trees, so families build homes with whatever they can find. It takes 3,000 square feet of sod to cut enough bricks for a sod house, which they call a soddy. The owner of a soddy is called a sodbuster.
Columbus is 90 miles from Omaha across flat Nebraska prairie. Our goal is to build track to Columbus with the money we have. If we go bankrupt, we'll have to start this mission over. Columbus was founded in 1856 along the route of the wagon trains that followed westward along the Platte River toward California.
Early residents had high hopes for Columbus. George Francis Train vowed that Columbus would one day be America's capital, since it is the geographic center of the nation.
Congratulations! 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 Fireworks can be seen for miles around on the flat Nebraska prairie. The Union Pacific has made it to Columbus. Lexington, Nebraska. We're right smack dab in the middle of the American continent. Click on the Train of Thought Journal to see your current ranking. We're beating the pants off the CP. It's now 1866. President Andrew Johnson has formally declared the Civil War to be over. Peace at last. Good work! The first leg of the railroad is finished. Now it's on to Lexington. The Transcontinental Railroad is on its way. But it looks like the mastermind is fast on our trail. There's a fire in the Omaha train yard. We need to move our train before it's destroyed. Yee-haw! Yeah! What with the Sierra Nevada mountains slowing them up, the CP's just creeping along at this point. We're whipping their cabooses. Whom should we send on this mission? Calamity Jane? Wild Bill Hickok? Or Tomahawk Beckworth? Dream Team? Omaha, Nebraska, August 3rd, 1866. One of the outlaws has set fire to the train yard. Your mission? Rescue the prized locomotive by driving it out of the train yard. When you're ready to start the mission, click on Exit. If you want to return to this page for help, just click on the Train of Thought Journal. Good luck!
Hey! It's hay! Might be handy for something. Holy cow! I mean, horse! A lantern! Might help if I need to get inside a dark place. A Navy Colt. One bullet from this would send a keg of blasting powder sky high. I'll just step over here and take my shot. It's dark in there. I'll need a light before I can go in. These posters on the wall must be a clue about how to turn the round table. These switches turn the turntable. I just need to figure out which one to pull. Well, that moved something outside. That's forward. That's the throttle. All right, we're on the move. All right, now I just have to put this locomotive in reverse and hook up to the tender car. That's forward. That's neither forward nor reverse. That's reverse. That's the throttle. Perfect. The tender car linked up when I backed into it. Now I just need to drive out of here. That's forward. That's the throttle. All right, we're on the move.
A train yard fire's no match for us. Nice going, eh? Our prize locomotive is safe. Good work! The first leg of the railroad is finished. Now it's on to Lexington.